Hey guys, I'm going to show my updated deck. Couple quick changes that I've done that have made a big difference for me. I went from using Ghost in place of where Striker is now. I had Ghost, and then I had gone on to Gunner. And Gunner was doing well, but then he's still slow. So now I moved on to Striker, and you can see my Striker is well leveled. And he comes in with 121 damage instead of my Gunner at level 11 coming in at a 40 damage and then has to spin up. And while Striker's squishy, the fact that he comes in with huge bursts of damage and he still has 21 range, it keeps him at a distance, and he's really great support when I have STIM BRUISER tanking already. He's already out there for me doing that. So really STIM is being supported by two long rangers, and that really helps. And you'll see also in this fight that STIM's speed pushes him ahead, which helps Striker not really get hit. So also in this fight you're going to see me get really annoyed with this guy, Tripper, because I don't know, he starts doing those emotes. He starts saying GG like when he thinks he's won. Really jumped the gun on that because I had this guy dead to rights. So you'll see here. He just must not have been keeping track of how much supply I was using. I mean, he was using all his supply, very obviously. So I really play the long game. I really don't care about having the earliest advantage, but I do everything to take it if I can. First thing I do is I send in Striker, and I send him to C so that he's going to be to help STIM BRUISER as quickly as possible. STIM BRUISER is the last one to go out because by the time he's in combat, I want everybody else ready to support. And I'm getting points from C and B. So you saw there that STIM pushed up quick because of his speed, which does help. You'll see that help a lot. That grenade got my guys, but he's useful in situations like that, Grenadier, but he's still more expensive now. Look at this guy. He's saying GG because he got the points, but does he not realize that I have 10 supply and that his field advantage just got lost to my turrets? Like, that's such an easy comeback. Like, he should have known I was going to do that, but he's got his little guys over here. Now, I like to drop my Titans together, even though obviously I didn't need two Titans to take down Grunts. They're going to move together a lot better that way. So look, he's got his one Titan by himself. I got the field. You also notice they take him out quick like that. All my Titans working together. And then his just going to get melted. While my STIM BRUISER takes the field. These drones are useless. A little slow on that counter there, unfortunately, but... And he says GG. What, because I missed that quick counter? And, he's doing these things like this. Like, he wastes 2 supply on mine for him, and then 3. So that's 5, which would only cost me 3 to bring him out. And my turret's taking care of this, so he's dropping supply advantage over and over, and he just doesn't realize how much I'm building up and how I'm controlling things this whole time. Like, I'm just managing. Like, that's all I'm doing. I'm just managing managing B and C, and holding on to enough supply that I can really pack a punch at any time. And notice, because my Titans are working together, they pushed all the way to the base turret. I mean, that opens up options for you too. Like, I can drop Titans up at A if I needed to. And I'm still controlling B and C. And he's using Ronin, which is really not a great choice at this point. They nerfed his robotic damage, so He's weaker at what he's supposed to do, which is fighting Titans. And he's bad at getting pilots because pilots like to jump around, wall climb, swing on freaking trees, and like this guy right here. So, oh, and here he goes. He's dropping that guy for 4 supply just to counter a 3 supply pilot again, just over and over, losing supply. Meanwhile, I got all the base. I got so much supply. I nuke him with I still have supply left over. And now I get to spam him back with some emotes. Give him some smileys. Just tell him, have a good day. That's the have a nice day smiley. Like, you just have a nice day, dude. Don't try to get cocky with me. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm cocky myself, but that's just how it is. I just get frustrated with people like that. But as far as the way the deck works, it's not supposed to be a base destruction. That's just because he was really bad, and he thinks he's good, but he's not. So the base destruction happened only because he had weak Titans. So really, you could see though that I was gonna win by hard points, which is the strategy of the deck, and you'll see STIM and Striker just run back and forth taking points, and if I have to replace them, they're cheap. Charge Snipers just chipping away at everyone, and really the whole thing is just gaining supply advantage the whole time. And I'm playing the long game, and people think that they're ahead, but I'm dropping Titans to fight pilots, multiple Titans to fight fewer Titans, and I drop my drones after they drop their drones, which you saw that when he had his drones out there fighting my turrets, they just get melted. And look at this guy. Look at the levels. Level 15 Stim Bruiser compared to my 14. Level 15 grunts and level 14 drones. His Ronin's actually pretty high. Level 14. Reserves 13. Having Reserve Strider and Strider, I mean, he's asking to get his base destroyed, which is what just happened. Like, and that's not even something I'd try with this deck. And using the nuke on the base turret, that's not what it's for. It's for just getting rid of the pilots mostly. But all right, done being salty at that guy. So I want to show you a couple other things quick. You see the nuke in place of the mine, which I think is a good switch. It's more reliable. And
looking for something special.
Striker for Gunner. I don't use the Gunner anymore. I used to have in Ghost, then I did Gunner. And also, this is a really important thing. I haven't been buying these. Like, I could buy this for 25 experience, but I'd rather just hold my credits, because that's expensive when you think about the fact that I need to hold on to those credits to be able to level them when I do use them. Because now that you have casual play and you get your experience there, the limiting factor for leveling up your squad is really the credits more so than the experience. I mean, I could level up some of my guys here, but don't have enough credits. I wouldn't mind adding a tiny bit of damage to my specters, but you know, that's expensive. And I'm going to save it up for pilots, and in the next event, hopefully I'm going to be able to get nuke leveled up, and just from doing your daily experience, you know. When you think about the price per experience point, the experience points that you can buy, it would be 50 to buy 5 experience for Grunt, and it would be 1,000 to buy 25 experience for Gunner. But the experience that you're getting per battle, you're actually getting 20 total experience. Now it's spread out over all 10 of your guys, but at legend rank you're getting 20 per battle. So even at the level of rare, think about 5 versus 20. So that's 4 times as much. So that's worth 200 credits. That means each battle, it's like I'm getting 200 credits worth of experience if you're looking at this price, and almost 1,000 if you're looking at the gunner's price. So the I don't know, buying them here, it's just when you think about how much you're spending, it's a lot. And the like I said, you really just need to save it now. That's just the new strategy, I think. Save your coins, use them to buy save your credits, use them to buy levels, save your tokens and use them to buy credits. I don't think it's worth it to buy these other caches. I've done it. I bought a couple of these Titanic ones, not with money. I've never spent money on this game, but I did buy a couple of these Titanic caches. They've been huge disappointments every time. But I've bought the 10,000 credits a couple times, and it's never disappointing. I mean, you just get what you pay for right away. You get to level up all your stuff, and if you have a real excess, you can buy some in the shop. But I'm telling you, once you start to get your pilots a little bit higher, you're gonna want those credits, and you're gonna wish you didn't buy all those things in the store. If I want to level up my striker again, that's 10,000 credits. 10,000 on STIM, 10,000 on Atlas. It's gonna be 75, I think, on here yet. 7,500 if I want to get Reserve Strider up. And I really do think Reserve Strider is a better choice than Strider for most decks because of its cost. It's gonna do the same job as regular Strider. Notice when he dropped his Strider to counter Charge Sniper, he was losing a supply advantage every time because the Striders are going to get shredded by the other Titans. So, and the Nuke, like I said, so much more, just so much more reliable. So, use that. Let me know what you think of these changes. And what do you think about my assessment? Do you think I'm right in using the credits or not in that way? Do you still buy stuff in the shop? That's just my opinion. I haven't crunched the numbers yet because I've been busy this week, but I'll probably get around to it, maybe. All right. Peace.